Bill, congratulations on your retirement. I can't believe that after 145 years in broadcasting, you've decided that now is the time to hang it up. I don't know what's more impressive about your career, the fact that you went from Lethbridge to New York and worked with the young Geraldo, the fact that you were voted the best weatherman in the world, or maybe the fact for about 30-some years of your career you hung out in the same building as Brian Hall and somehow survived. Whatever it was a joy growing up watching you in Edmonton. It was unbelievable to share the set with you, and it truly was a learning pleasure for me to hang out with you, Bill. All the best to you in your retirement. Congratulations to you.
Hey, Bill, you always used to say, keep your eye on the Idaho High. Well, hey, that's what I did. I came down south here, and look what I ran into. The dreaded of all meteorological phenomena, the mother low. Bill, I hear you're retiring. I'm sorry to see you go. You're a great weatherman, a great entertainer, and you've always been a great friend. Good luck.
Well, my pretty, and you out there, too. You probably think the weather's going to get warmer. Well, it's not.
Very interesting, but strange.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our weather for this evening. Boo!
I'm going to always miss Bill just coming into the newsroom. You brighten everything up. You try to figure out how to work the stapler on my desk. And haven't
you
heard
know what?
himself.
Bill is the master of the show tune. Honestly,
Yeah.
You must have them locked into your mind. You know
Oh, I
every
like
show
Broadway show tunes. There's no doubt about that at all.
Yeah. And get him reciting poetry. You won't stop.
tune. Yeah, exactly.
Amazing memory.
I must read you this.
Okay.
It's from a little girl, and she says, "Here's to Bill. He's true blue. He's the weatherman through and through. He's a colorful weatherman, so they say, going straight to heaven and not the other way."
Oh,
Linda.
there you go. Oh,
There's
nice.
your namesake
and,
right there.
and a very smart young woman
I've
she
been
is.
getting all kinds of stuff, the whole spectrum, you know, young people, old people.
And you have to answer every one of them.
Oh, yes, I know.
Oh, and that's just going to take up the next
Thanks
5
for
years.
reminding me about it.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, Bill's been prognosticating the Idaho highs and Siberian lows here at ITV since 1976.
Oh, yeah, and from the very beginning, he's offered his own unique perspective on the weather map. Here's Jennifer Warren now with a trip down Bill's memory lane.
She gets too hungry for dinner.
You always know when Bill is just around the corner. You can hear him coming. He makes time for everyone, and everyone has time for him.
And yes, that's got to be the best in the world. There we have
In the
it.
24 years, I've never seen him come into work upset.
That's what they-
He's always been in an upbeat, happy mood, and he's always treated people very, very well here, and he'll be terribly missed.
Bill started at ITV in 1976. From the start, he had his own style. He never saw the weather as statistics. He thought the numbers needed personalities.
When we talk about that most dreaded of all meteorological phenomenon, the Siberian high, then we have our Idaho high here. Then, the mother low, always sitting in the Gulf of Alaska. I've found that it does pay off, I think, to try to make a little more real live stuff going on the weather map so that people can understand what is going on.
In 1995, the payoff was even bigger.
Et le gagnant est
Bill Matheson, ITV Canada.
Bill was declared the best weatherman in the world. He went all the way to Paris to receive his award. There were 70 other competitors. Each one used a colorful technical display.
You know, all sorts of gadgetry, all of the temperature going up, beep, 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 and down it went, and there was a little bird at the end of it, you know, all this kind of stuff. But when you went by, when these people were listening to all this, nobody was laughing.
Bill is not into gadgetry. With just a marker and a weather map, his weathercast captured the judge's attention.
I was just walking by when they were being examined, and all of a sudden there was a great roar. And I looked in, and yeah, it was my tape they were playing, so.
Around ITV, Bill's signature is known as the bang stick.
Good evening. I banged it. It was purely spontaneous, you see. And I banged it, and that's the weather for this evening. Bunk. Good evening.
At one point, a manager suggested Bill should forget the stick. He stopped using it.
We were besieged with all kinds of people, cards and telephone calls. Where's the stick? When's he going to do the stick? So we had to stick with it. So open sesame.
Bill's map and stick will retire with him, marking the end of an era in weathercasting. Jennifer Warren, ITV News at 6.
Good evening.
How did you develop the stick, the bang? Did that just sort of come along with time?
I just did it as a gimmick one time. I hadn't planned on it, you know. But every time they've taken that away from me. What are the brass guys? You know,
Really?
he phoned.
Oh,
I
the
said,
phone's
Bill,
ring.
knock it off with a stick,
The consultants
okay?
didn't like it, eh?
Yeah.
They didn't like it.
They didn't like it. The next day, all those cards and letters were coming in
Yes.
and all that sort
Yeah.
of stuff, you know.
What do they
And
know?
You hear about these things happening, but they said, okay, I guess the people want it, so there it is. There's your stick. Stick with it.
There you go. Some of the other shticks that Bill has, for example, the tie. Is that your Matheson
That's the Matheson
tartan?
tartan. I always wear that for good luck.
That's good.
You
You've got a
also
few
wear
other
something
good luck
else. Yes,
charms on.
let's
there.
Red
have a little
socks.
wee
You
look
always
here.
got to have
There
red
we
socks.
go.
Not superstitious at all.
No, no.
I got that from my grandmother, my Highland grandmother, and she was the most, oh, Lord, superstitious person I've ever seen. So naturally, I said, well, I hope I don't end up like that.
No, no.
But, you know, I find myself, you know, spilling the salt.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, oh,
Gord and
yeah.
I have a little routine we do
Oh,
at the
yeah.
end
You
just
guys got
before
a
every
routine.
show.
If we don't
so
do it, the whole show goes down.
We'll have to do it. You know, you talk about the stick. You know, it
Yeah.
looks easy. No. Bill's trademark over the years is the trusty weather stick, and around here we call it Bill's bang stick.
Bang stick.
Bang
Yep.
stick, yeah.
Now, Bill has a move down pat, as you've seen night after night, but as Linda and I and a few others, we took a chance and found out it's just not as easy as it
Oh
looks.
no, check this out.
And this is the weather for this evening. Good evening. Happy retirement.
Hey, thanks for the memories, Bill. It's me, Chris, remember? Thanks for the memories. It's been fun.
Bill, have a happy retirement from the boys from the firehouse. You're fired. Good evening. This stupid thing there.
Hey, Bill, keep your eye on those Idaho potatoes. That's the weather for this evening. Good evening.
Bill, this one's for you. That's the weather for this evening. Good evening.
See, Bill, you don't have to put up with these bananas anymore. Congratulations, happy retirement. And that's the weather for this evening.
Gonna miss you, buddy. This is for all your mother lows and your Idaho highs and your Siberian, whatever that was, the Siberian. That's the weather for this evening. Good evening.
You know,
It's in the wrist. You got to have it in the wrist.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's where.
You know, we just about took each other's eyes
Oh,
out with that
close.
stick. You've run through a few of those
Yeah.
sticks over your years
and
here.
workers' compensation right there.
Yeah,
Well,
no
we'll
kidding.
have to do something about that.
You know, it's not just the stick, though. It's also, you know, you're one of the few guys left, I think, that actually write on the old weather board.
Well, when I was in Paris on that contest you were so happy and delighted to tell me all about, I understood that. Now, where am I? I was talking about
That,
something.
You were
like
talking
you're
about
writing
when
on
you're writing on
with
the
an
board.
actual map, and you're actually with your Jiffy
Yeah,
marker writing
I
on
was the
board.
only one out of 71 people that were in on that contest, and they all had, like I was saying, all this,
Yep.
all kinds of machinery and
See,
gadgetry
that's
and
the mark
everything.
of a true pro, because
Sure.
you don't need all the gizmos and gadgets and things that
well, it's
ran.
very kind of you to
Right.
say
Doing the
so.
board.
A lot of people, but I feel that's the way it's best done
Oh, it's been
for
great.
my purposes anyway.
You've done a fabulous job.
Well, you know, in just a few minutes, Bill's farewell forecast is straight ahead, and it really is a bittersweet moment for all of us here.
Yeah, absolutely. And for everyone at ITV, present and past, we thought it only fitting to invite just some of your friends to the studio tonight to witness this very special occasion.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I might have known.
Oh, yeah, there you go. This is the pipes and drums from the Edmonton Police Service.
You should hear this at home. Is it ever loud?
All right.
Wow. We're gonna be
All right,
back.
don't go away. We're going to be right back.
Honest to God, I think tonight I can approach the weather map with joy.
And dignity.
And dignity.
Go to it,
Okay,
Bill.
thank you, Lorette. All right, let's take a look now at our satellite weather map, and it really is a beauty, a joy to behold.
Well, the next couple of days makes it happy for you to be a weatherman, I would imagine.
Yes, I feel quite happy about the whole thing.
You know the old saying, time flies when you're having fun. My, how time has flown. But it was very, very difficult all the years that we worked together, Maddie, not to have fun when you were around. The very, very best to you, to your entire family, and lots more fun in the future. Been great working with you, Maddie.
I'm Tara Nelson on the wet coast. Bill, if you could forecast some of that great Alberta sunshine for us before you go, we'll take it. Congratulations on many successful years at ITV. Have a wonderful retirement. You'll be greatly missed.
Over the years, we get comfortable with various people we watch on television. I always felt comfortable with Walter Cronkite. He was sort of like a trusted member of the family who showed up every evening at supper time. I like the 60 Minutes crew. One of my favorite local characters has been the effervescent ITV weatherman, Bill Matheson. Now, if you've ever met him in person, you know he's the same fellow off the air as he is on the air. Always up and happy and bright and just bursting with trivia. No one can say it like Bill. The most dreaded of all meteorological phenomenons, the Siberian high. See, I told you nobody can say it like Bill. But now Bill, after a long career, has decided to hang up the weather marker. I'm going to miss that disarming Matheson grin and the flyaway hair and the ring of the weather stick against the cement floor. But here's to a long and enjoyable retirement, Bill. Gather ye rosebuds while you may, for who knows what darkling shadows may appear when we least expect them. None of us knows what the future holds, but as Bill would say, man proposes and God disposes. Happy retirement, Bill, and whatever you do, keep your eye on the Idaho High. I'm Bob Layton.
Closed captioning brought to you in part by Disneyland. Call your travel agent now for details on how Canadians get 5 days for the price of 3, plus other benefits at Disneyland.
On the off chance you needed one more reason to choose a Dodge Caravan, how about a lease rate of $268 a month or $318 a month for a Grand Caravan? But don't wait, because unlike some, these reasons won't be around forever. Canada's best-selling minivans, only at your neighborhood Alberta Chrysler Dodge Jeep retailer.
Our radar weather map predicts typical winter temperatures. However, a warm pattern will develop and continue throughout the day. Quaker Oatmeal, central heating for your family.
Hi, Mom. Dad. How's it going?
Andy, what are you doing here?
Oh, just thought I'd come check out the garage sale.
Oh, hey, Andy, isn't that a woodpecker over there?
Oh, where?
Never mind.
Find gifts they'll actually like at a price you'll like. With holiday ideas from the Bay.
Okay, where were we?
Peanut butter.
All right then, from the top.
Butter, jam, sandwiches, pancakes, and ham, red radishes, heaven knows. Anything goes. Homogenized nice skim, 1 and 2%.
Excuse me, what do you mean homogenized?
Alberta's milk producers make a glass that's right for everyone. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Car. Heaven knows, anything goes.
Now choose from our huge selection of fabulous leather furniture, and the Brick pays the GST. Every leather sofa, every leather motion sofa, every leather sleeper, every glove soft leather sofa, every style, every color, and you save the GST. Nobody beats the Brick.
Brought to you by Crowley's Jewelers and Goldsmiths, where you get your purchase free when it's